Sauber Canine here with 12 months old Duke, dog in training. Yesterday I showed you how I'm building up some basic focus and reward system with the dog that has definitely not had the best experience in being taught how to heal. Now we see him very much more enthusiastic about the food persuasion and focus on me on my left hand side, even being able to take a little correction when he drops out of attention with the leash, and negative reinforcement as I say the word, being experiencing tension on the leash just right there. It activates him because right after that he gets the reward in the direction I want him to focus into. It's important that I feed with my palm down, so the dog's head needs to come up, looking at me. Here I'm already at a stage where I have the food hand not straight on his mouth, being a strong magnet. So I'm weaning off the lure, so to speak, or the close availability of obtaining reward for having his head up and paying attention to me. As we see, even though I apply some discomfort, he is still enthusiastic and persuasive of the food, which is the level of balance we want to have, that the dog is activated instead of submissive once he feels a little tension in the leash. He was a little uncertain due to very little movement on my part, but with the leash I was able to make him understand and guide him into following me, even though I moved very slow and very little. As you see, I'm not stingy with the reward. I said it before and I say it again. You're gonna suck the udder as long as it gives milk. It's a continuous process for now. If it stops giving milk, then you'll probably stop sucking on it. So here I have a high frequency of positive reinforcement, just to make it worthwhile for him to do what I want him to do, which is be on my left hand side and focus on me.
Oh, yeah. Freak. Wee. Yeah, that's a boy.
You can leave the position like any other behavior with the release command, of course. Here I'm gonna put him on his place.
Good boy. Excellent. Yay. Good boy.
Toward the end of the session, practicing something else, opening the door, and no, you shouldn't just run out. And I reinforce that positively directly into the behavior of the place.
Place. Good boy.
Okay, he wants to just follow me,
Yeah.
and I
Good boy.
make sure he's gonna stay on the place. I'm gonna prepare his food. He can semi-see me, but part of our teachings is that you should stay on the place if I'm not totally visible, and we should also train duration to stay on the place. Of course, we can't do that for 3 hours. It's going to be too long, but up to 10-20 minutes, we definitely implement the duration of staying on the place. I reinforce it directly, randomly after different durations. Well, I'm going to make a clear point. Treats on the floor, and what I actually want is for him to look at me, and if it's just his eyeballs turning to me, I will, for a reward, release him to pick up the treats.
Free! Free! Yeah, get it! Get it! Yeah! That's a boy.
Here is the next session of healing with little corrections that always lead to reward.
Hier. Ui, super! Hier.
I provide the reward
Ui.
from my left hand
Oh. Hier.
because behaviors are oriented in the direction reward is coming from.
Hier.
If it would come from my right hand, I would orient the dog to my right side, which I definitely don't want. And I don't want him to
Yay!
feel bad about
Yay!
persuading
Good boy.
the reward
Yeah.
if it's in my right hand, and depress his drive for the food because he would be in front of me.
Here.
Here I called him in between. When I call him, he has to come to my front and have his head up
Here.
instead of wiggling around and turning his
Good.
attention away from me, which he did due to previous experience and training.
Super! Oh!
He is highly
Here. Ay!
engaged,
Ay, my boy. Here.
and here I'm trying to make a left-hand turn,
Good.
which as he moves
Super
his
boy.
rear end,
Sit. Good.
I reward him for it,
Down.
right on the dot. Ask him for a down in between. Reward him. That all seems to be in order.
Sit.
Yeah, sitting up out of the down is different than
Good.
sitting out of a standing
Here.
position. He did
Yeah.
very well with a little help there, just out of my wrist, not even bringing tension in the leash, and we end the session on success.
Yay!